Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Ringover HubSpot webinar. Today we're going to see all of the details about the integration between HubSpot and Ringover. Just before we start, I'm going to show you guys our Ringover Academy page. So we're going to give the rest of the people a few more minutes so they can join us. So before they can arrive in the webinar, let's take a look at the Ringover Academy page. So here we're going to have the user training path, the admin training path, and the supervisor training path. So all of these training paths, they were created thinking about the Ringover user experiences. So if you use the web app, maybe check the user training path. If you use the dashboard to check the analytics, you can check the supervisor training path. If you are an admin, then you can check the admin training path. So by clicking here, you're going to have access to all of the content that we created for you Ringover users. So you're going to have also access to the Empower training path, which is our AI tool, the IRO training path, which is our new voice agent, and also the seamless training path, which will show you how to purchase and install the eSIM card. So let's also take a look at the support page. So it's support.ringover.com. In this page, you're going to have access to our last webinars. So all of the webinars that we did on the IVR, on the latest Ringover features, how to create, manage, and delete user accounts. So you have all of these webinars available for you here in this section. So it's support.ringover.com. So let me go back here. If you are in this page, you're going to have access to all of our articles. And then by clicking here, you have access to our best webinars. And you have also the list of the upcoming webinars. So let me just share the links. I'm going to share you the links to these pages has notifications. So you're going to see a little notification here. So first the support page, so you can have access to it. And now I'm going to share you the link to the Ringover Academy. So there you go. Now you have the links to the two pages that I just showed you guys. Let me go back to my presentation. So welcome to everyone that just joined us. So today we're going to see the integration between HubSpot and Ringover. So first of all, what is an integration? So an integration is a connection between two different tools. So these two different tools, which in this case is Ringover and HubSpot, will share data, will share information. What are you going to have access with the Ringover and HubSpot integration? So Ringover, you're going to use to make calls. HubSpot, you use to stock data about all of your contacts. So by integrating the two tools, you're going to have access to all of your HubSpot contacts inside the Ringover interface. So when you're using the web app, you're going to have access to all of your contacts details, the contact's phone number, the contact's company, all of the contacts details, they're going to appear in your web app. So you don't need to create all of the contacts that you have in the HubSpot. You don't need to create them again because you have this integration that will allow you to synchronize all of the contacts. So this is the first advantage. You also have the possibility to share all of the call details to your contacts page in HubSpot. So we're going to take all of the information about all of the calls they're going to make with Ringover, and we're going to send it to HubSpot. And then you're going to be able to find all of this information, such as the Ringover tags they're going to use, the call summary, the call transcript, all of this information that you have access to in the Ringover web app, you also have access to in the HubSpot interface. So this is what the integration will allow you to do. And you also have a little bit more when it comes to the Ringover HubSpot integration. We have some special features that we're going to see during the demonstration. So now that we know what is an integration and what we have access to with the Ringover HubSpot integration, let's take a look at the demonstration. So just like I said, when you are in the Ringover web app, so let's go to my Ringover web app. So I have here my web app. As you can see in the call logs, I can see my latest calls. And there's something different. When I take a look at my contacts, I can see the HubSpot icon. So by clicking here, by clicking in this icon, I'm taken to the HubSpot interface. So I can see here the icon, I click it, it takes me to the contacts page inside HubSpot. So this is what the integration allow me to do from the contacts list. If I go here to my network as well, I can see all of my contacts. So if I go to A, I can see all of my contacts that start with an A. And once again, you can see the icon. So you can see the HubSpot icon. That means that this contact comes from HubSpot. So since it's a contact that belongs to the HubSpot database, if I click, let's say, let's go back here. If I click on this contact, as you can see, you cannot delete it and you cannot modify it either because it does not belong to the Ringover database. It belongs to HubSpot database. So in order to modify this contact or in order to delete it, you need to go into your HubSpot account and then you delete it there or you modify the contact from the HubSpot account. But you cannot do it from the web app because it does not belong to the Ringover database. It belongs to HubSpot database. So from here, you can also have access to the contact by clicking here. And I'm going to show you how to do this contact synchronization. So if you go into your dashboard, you go to integrations, and then you go into, well, if you don't have the integration yet, you need to look for it. So you can just type in HubSpot and you're going to find it. If you already have it, it's going to be here in your integrations. So by clicking here, you can go down here and then you need to copy paste your HubSpot URL here. So just copy paste your HubSpot account URL and then you need to come here and you need to activate the synchronization of contacts. This is the feature that I just showed you guys, right? You can have access to your HubSpot contacts. So you just need to activate this option and then you're going to have access to the synchronization. You can see here that every 10 minutes, every 11 minutes, we're going to see an update. So we're going to do a synchronization every 10 minutes and then we're going to update the list every 10 minutes. So any changes that you do in your contacts list will appear in your Ringover account. So you also need to pay attention to these two other options when it comes to contact synchronization, because you can also save your contacts in the Ringover interface only when you have an interaction with the contact. So let's say you make a call to that person or you receive a call and then that contact will be saved in your Ringover interface. So you also have this option to save the contacts based on the interaction that you have with the contact. And also you have the third option, which is to basically show all of the information from the HubSpot in the dialer. So when you receive a call or when you make a call, you're gonna see all of that information displayed in the dialer, but none of that information will be saved in the Ringover interface. So you're only displaying the information from the HubSpot, but you're not saving the information in the web app, in the Ringover interface. So you have also these two options when it comes to contacts synchronization. Also, pay attention that when you receive a call from a number that you don't know yet, this contact will appear like this. So you're going to see the number and you're going to see this information that shows you new Ringover contact. So let's click here. So that means that you don't have this contact yet in your database. So you can just click here and you can modify the information, the contact information in HubSpot. So by changing the name of the person here, you will change the name of the person in your contacts database in Ringover. So we recommend you to do that to all of the new contacts. So you have a cleaner database and you have a more understandable database for you by seeing the name of the person, the first name, the last name, or the company. So try to, every time you have a new contact that you don't know yet, try to insert the name of the person in the contacts page within HubSpot. So if you go back here to the configuration, you will have access to an option here. So you can choose to create a new contact in your database for all of the calls. So every time you receive a call, you make a call, you miss a call, you're going to create a contact, or you can choose to create a contact only for the incoming calls, only for the outgoing calls. You have all of these options here. You can also create a contact if you receive or send an SMS or for the WhatsApp message. These are all of the options that we're going to have when it comes to managing your contacts synchronization. And let me just show you when you start with the integration. So let's say you just purchased the integration, you did the integration, so you have all of your contacts. Now you want to choose which ones of your users will have access to the integration. So let's come here. So here, you're going to have access to the user management. Let me just zoom here so you can see it. So you're going to have access to this option. So by clicking here, you can see that you have two options. So it's either manual or automatic. If your user has the same email address in the Ringover account and in the HubSpot account, that means that the connection will be automatic. You activated the integration, it's going to be automatic. That user will have access to the integration. But if the user has a different email address in Ringover and a different email address in HubSpot, then that means that the integration will not be automatic. So you need to come here in manual, you need to click here, and you need to select the Ringover user, and you need to select the HubSpot user, and then the integration will be activated for that specific user. Let's say the integration was automatic for all of your users because all of them use the same email address. In that case, you need to also choose which users will have the right to keep the integration or not. So if there's any user that has access to the integration because it was automatic, the user had the same email address in both accounts, you can come here and you can deactivate the integration for specific users as well. So this is the management of all of your users. Now, let's go back to my web app. So I'm going to show you all of the call details synchronization. So let me go back to my call logs. So as you can see here, I have a call. I had an outgoing call with this contact named Kyle. So I'm going to click here. I have the summary here. I have the recording. I have the transcript. If I go to the contacts page, you can see that I have the same call. So it's the same information. I'm going to have the call duration. I'm going to have the numbers that were concerned by this call. I'm going to have the recording. So if I click here, I can have access to the recording by clicking here as well. I also have access to the recording, and you also have access to the summary and also the transcript. So of course, the transcript was made by Empower, which once again is our AI tool. So in order to have access to the transcript, you need to click here, and then you're going to be redirected to your Empower account. So you need to have an Empower account in order to have access to the transcription. This summary was also made by Empower. So let me just show you guys. When you go here in the settings, you have this option here, which is include Empower summary and transcript in call logs. So you need to activate this to have access to the transcript and summaries made by Empower, which is our AI tool. So what I'm doing here, I'm showing you guys all of the features. I'm showing you how it looks like and also how to set it up. So you can understand that all of these settings, they are linked to all of the features that you're going to have access in the web app. So let's go back to here, my call details. I'm just going to show you guys how you can also add a note. Let me just, this is a note. Okay, so normally it was saved. Let me go back to the contacts page. And you can see here that my note just appeared here. So it's automatic. Everything I do in the web app will happen in my contacts page in HubSpot. Let me go back here to the dashboard. So when it comes to setting up the call details, you're going to have access to a lot of options. So you can set up which call types you want to take into consideration. So for instance, if I click here, let's say I'm a sales. So I make a lot of outgoing calls. I don't care about the incoming calls because I don't work in support. I only care about outgoing calls. So I'm going to deactivate all of these options. I'm going to leave only the outgoing calls option activated. So let's say that on the other hand, I work in support. So I care a lot about all of the incoming calls and the outgoing calls, not that much because I don't make a lot of calls. So I'm going to leave all of the incoming calls completed, missed calls that went to voicemail, and I'm going to deactivate the outgoing calls. So only the incoming calls will appear in my contacts information. So you can customize that. You can choose. So we have a lot of other more personal options, such as do you want to include the recording of your calls in the integration? Which phone numbers do you want to take into consideration for the integration? Once again, you can choose which users are going to be linked to the integration. You can assign missed IVR calls to the user. We're not gonna see all of the options because some of them are personal, and you can choose, of course, to log internal calls or not. You can choose to use the HubSpot transcription instead of using the Empower transcription as well. So you also have this option here. All of these options are related to the call details. So you can really choose which information you're sending to the integration and which call types you're taking into consideration as well. And now that we have seen how to set up the call details, let's see what are the special features that we're going to have in this HubSpot integration. So you have all of these options here. So you can use the Ringover tags from the web app to update the lead status in HubSpot. So let's see this one. Let me go back here to my web app. So I have Kyle here. He's has the status connected. So, okay, I have the connected status. Let me go back to my web app. So I can choose a tag, let's say attempt to contact. So I just choose this tag here. I'm going to update my page. And as you can see, my lead status changed to attempt to contact. That means that by choosing this tag here, I updated automatically the lead status. So this is an option that you can activate here in the dashboard. So by activating this, I can choose one tag that will update my lead status in HubSpot. You can also, so let me go here. You can also link the tags to a call type. So let me go back to my web app. If I choose, for instance, test demo, so I'm gonna choose this tag here. Let me go back to my contacts page. So I can see that my call type was test call. So let me update my page once again. And then I can see that my call type changed to test demo because this is the tag that I just used. Now, the last configuration that we're going to have here is to link the tags to the outcome of the call. So let me go back here. And I'm going to choose left voicemail here. Let me go back here. So the outcome is connected. Let me update my page. And now my outcome is left voicemail because this is the tag that I chose here. So you can also activate this option and you can set it up here. So just pay attention as well when it comes to the contact synchronization. You can choose between creating a contact and a company. So, like I said, when you have someone calling you from a number that you don't know yet, let me go back here. You have this information that will appear. So, new Ringover contact created. This can create either a contact or a company page, and you can choose here if you want to create a contact every time you receive a call or a company every time you receive a call. So let's say you create a company, you can also choose to log all of the calls to the company page. So this option right here. So let me go to my contacts page. So this is my contacts page. In the contacts page, I have the activities, right? So I have all of the calls that I made, all of the calls that I received from this contact, they will appear here. And this contact belongs to a company. So we can see the company right here. So if I click in the company, I'm also going to be able to see all of the recent activities related to Kyle because I choose this option here. So you can log all of the calls from your account in the company page if this company page is related to a contact, of course. So Kyle is related to the Ringover company. So because of that, I'm going to have access to all of Kyle's activities in the company's page as well. Of course, if you don't like this option, you can deactivate it by clicking here. And well, once again, you can also log SMS. Let me show you guys in the contacts page. So when I'm here, inbound count. So here you can see I have an SMS. So this was a test that I just sent. So every time I receive an SMS related to this contact in the web app, I'm going to see the same SMS. So you can see it's the same SMS that you see here and that you can see here in the contacts page, because you can also choose to log all of the exchanges that you have with this contact when it comes to SMS and also when it comes to WhatsApp messages. And let me just show you guys another option that you can have is to choose the duration of the call when it comes to creating a new contact. So for instance, if you choose that a call that lasts for less than 60 seconds is not a very important call for you. So you will not create a new contact for these types of calls. However, if the call lasts for more than 1 minute, then well, we can consider that this is an important call or that at least a conversation was made. So I can create a new contact for this specific call. So you can activate this option here and you can choose, of course, the duration of the call. One last special feature that I wanted to show you guys is the mapped fields. So the mapped fields will basically take information from the contacts page and display it in the Ringover dialer when you're making a new phone call. So for instance, if Kyle calls me, I can choose to show informations from this contact coming from HubSpot in my Ringover dialer. In this case, I chose to show Kyle's city, Kyle's company name, and Kyle's email. By clicking here, you can add a field. So you can click here and you can choose contact. And then you can choose, for instance, the street address, the annual review. Of course, all of these fields, they exist in HubSpot. You cannot create a field that does not exist in HubSpot. So for instance, if I click on Kyle's page, I can see that I have access to his city, to his company, and also to his email address. So I'm going to take all of this information and show it in the Ringover dialer. So let's see. I'm going to receive a call from Kyle, and we're going to see how to find this information. So that it just appeared in my dialer. I can click here and I can see that Kyle lives in Paris. The company, the Kyle's company is Ringover, and Kyle's email address is this one. So all of this information comes from the Kyle's page from HubSpot. So this is what the mapped fields will allow you to do. So you need to set up all of these, of course, here in the dashboard. And then you need to, of course, insert the information in the contacts page. So if you want to display the city, this information needs to be here in HubSpot in order for you to have access to it when you make or when you receive a phone call here in the web app. So this is the mapped field. This is the last special feature that I wanted to show you guys. Well, don't forget that you also have access to the Ringover dialer from the integration directly. So when you are here in the contacts page, let's say I want to make a call. So I'm going to click here and I click on the number. It will copy Kyle's number here and I can make a call to Kyle here. So you can now also have access to the Ringover dialer directly in the HubSpot. So this is what the integration will allow you to do as well when you activate it. So here I have access to the Ringover dialer. Let me just show you as well the workflows. So using the integration, you can also enhance your HubSpot workflows by using Ringover features. So when you are here in the HubSpot workflows, this is an example, a very simple example, because you can do a lot more when using the Ringover integration. But this is a very simple example to show you how to do it. So let's see here. This is a very simple pattern. I'm going to have the trigger. So what will trigger the workflow? In this case, I chose the last Ringover tag that was used to this contact. So the last Ringover tag used needs to be attempt to contact. So what does that mean? That means that every time that I have a call from Kyle and I use this specific tag, if I use the attempt to contact tag, this will trigger my workflow. So my workflow will be triggered by the Ringover tag because this is what I chose here. Let me just show the details. So this is the first trigger that I chose. And you can also choose the call type. So the call type and also the call outcome. So in this case, I chose the call outcome, which is connected. So every time I use this tag and I use the call outcome, which is connected, and it can be another outcome, of course, it can be left voicemail or it can be attempt to contact as well. You can choose the tag and the outcome. So these are the two triggers. Every time these two events happen, the action will be to send an SMS. And then you can choose um, the Ringover number that you're going to use. You can choose to use the contacts number. So I'm going to use the contacts number. I'm going to use my Ringover number, and I'm going to send an automatic message, which will be, hello, I tried to contact you. A very simple message. We're going to send this SMS automatically to the person using the Ringover number, using the contacts number every time these two actions happen. So every time I use this Ringover tag, and every time I have a call with the outcome connected. So this is also how you can enhance your workflow experience in HubSpot using the Ringover integration. So let's see if we have any questions. So don't hesitate to use the questions tab. If you have any questions, we're going to be more than happy to answer all of your questions. If there's any feature that you want me to show you guys again, because maybe it was too quickly, so don't hesitate to also send your demand using the questions tab. And we're going to just move on to the next slide, which is what's coming next when it comes to the Ringover integration. So I'm joined today by Raman, who's part of our product team. So Raman will be telling you all of the new features that we're going to have for the Ringover integration with HubSpot. Hi, Raman.
Hi, Marcus. Thank you for the introduction. Hello, everyone. I'm Romain Dejoie, Product Manager for Integrations at Ringover. So let's start with something truly exciting. The new Ringover dialer. So this is not just an update. It's a complete revolution in how you make and manage calls inside HubSpot. You just open the remote window once, and from that moment, every call stays active in the dialer while you freely navigate across HubSpot. Whether it's to contacts, deals, or ticket pages, you can call without any interruption. This new experience was co-developed with HubSpot's own product team, and it's designed to feel seamless, fast, and intuitive. So we are really excited about it. It's coming up later this month, and it's the smoothest calling experience we've ever built. Next up, we are taking conversation intelligence to a whole new level. First of all, with Empower, which is Ringover's AI product, meeting summaries are already available, automatically generated after each meeting. And they are available in HubSpot as meeting activities. And coming later this month, the support for the HubSpot transcript API will allow Ringover transcripts to flow directly into HubSpot. The impact of all of this, well, you'll be able to fully leverage HubSpot's conversational intelligence tools, such as the Deal Insights card that you can see on the right of the screen, which analyzes data across your calls, meetings, and emails as well to highlight what truly drives your conversion. Next, we are also unlocking new automation for your customer communications with the WhatsApp workflows. So soon you'll be able to send WhatsApp message templates via the official WhatsApp business API. So this is available. This is powered by Ringover's omnichannel add-on. And once you have it, you'll see in the list of workflow actions that you can actually select a WhatsApp template from the drop down and create the action to send this WhatsApp template message. So that's really gonna help you with instant follow-ups and reminders or personalized updates with your contacts, all without leaving HubSpot. And finally, for service teams, we are bringing the same power that's already present in the ticketing module to the HubSpot help desk module. So you'll be able to easily assign Ringover numbers to your help desk and automatically create tickets for your inbound calls. So this is a very simple way to make sure that every customer interaction is captured, tracked, and handled all in one place in HubSpot. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, Roman. I'm gonna wait a bit to see if we're gonna have any question. And while we are waiting, I'm going to show you again, in case you missed it, our Ringover Academy page. So you're gonna have access to training paths, whether you are a user, an admin, a supervisor, an Empower user, which is our AI tool, seamless user. If you just purchased the eSIM with Ringover, you also have some videos that will explain you how to install it, and the IRO training path, which is our new voice agent that you can implement into your IVR. You have all of these training paths here, and by going to our support page, which is support.ringover.com, you also have access to our last webinars, our next webinars. And if you have any technical problem, you can submit a request to our to our support team that we will be more than happy to help you. So thank you, Ramon. If we don't have any other questions, we're going to finish here. So thank you guys for coming. Thank you for engaging with our webinars. Feel free to check the list of our next webinars. And well, if you have any questions regarding the HubSpot integration or any issue that you want us to solve, feel free to send a request using our support page. Thank you guys, and I wish you guys a very nice day. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.